I regret having ever wanted to hear him speak, because what he said showed no remorse, no regret, and no empathy for what he's done to our lives.
Boston bombing survivor Lynn Julian during a press conference today, and you heard what she said to reporters, that the Boston bomber, Dzhokhar Zainaev, had no empathy in his effort to apologize. Tsarnaev took a minute today during his sentencing to try to apologize to the victims and survivors for that devastating attack 2 years ago. He also asked Allah to bestow mercy upon him. Let's bring in our panel. First, from Newsmax Washington, Republican strategist Ford O'Connell, and from Newsmax New York, Rick Ungar, senior political contributor for Forbes.com, co-host of the Daily Wrap, which you see daily, at least weekdays, right here on Newsmax TV. Gentlemen, to you both, we thank you for your time. Rick, first to you, your reaction to Tsarnaev and the apology that families say basically wasn't an apology.
I got to tell you, to be honest, it evoked absolutely no emotional response from me. It was sort of like, yes, so, you know, you knew it wasn't going to help him avoid his ultimate fate, which is the death penalty. And yeah, I mean, there was nothing in there that just really reached me in any possible way.
Ford, your take on what happened today in Boston.
Well, my Christian faith doesn't allow me to pass judgment on another man's soul, but this is precisely what the death penalty was designed for, and I'm glad he got it. As for his remorse, I have to agree with Rick. It did nothing to move me. It shows no remorse. And guess what? He's off to lethal injection land, and I think that's good for America. Hopefully we can all come together and realize that terrorism, whether homegrown or abroad, is a big problem for America, and we need to fight it.
Let's move along to another topic. The Confederate flag debate. It continues. Meantime, that flag was removed from the Capitol grounds of Alabama today after Governor Robert Bentley ordered it be taken down, along with other symbols of the Confederacy. Ford, it seems there's a race among these southern states to get rid of Confederate symbols. Is this a rush? Is this really the right thing to do in terms of moving past history?
Well, I think it's the right thing to do, but let me say this. As someone who grew up in the South, I don't think people realize the stones it took on Nikki Haley's part to start this wave of the removal of the Confederate flag, because let me tell you something, 15 years ago, regardless of party, this would have been political suicide, and the good thing for Nikki Haley and Robert Bentley is Walmart, eBay, and Wall Street jumped in on this, and I think we're going to move in the right direction.
Well, does the right direction, pardon the old expression, Rick Ungar, throw the baby out with the bathwater, so isolate and polarize this part of our history that any recognition of it is deemed as approval of the Confederacy? Are we about to confuse the two issues, Rick?
I don't think so. I mean, and by the way, I too applaud what Nikki Haley did, and I'm a Northerner, so I grant you that we don't have the same feeling that Southerners do on this issue because we don't understand it as well. But I understand what she did and the courage that it took, and I applaud her also. Look, I think what's important to keep in mind here is all that's really happened is that they've removed these flags from public grounds, and I think that was appropriate. Nobody's saying that you can't have one in your house if that's what turns you on. Or anywhere else that's private. So I think we have to be careful not to turn this into too big of a deal. At the end of the day, it was really just some kind of positive response to the terrible thing that happened last week in South Carolina.
But, Rick, let me say one thing. I do see JD's point, okay, and that is that we're trying to rewrite history in a lot of situations. Up here, we're talking about removing Jefferson Davis' statue in the Capitol. I'm concerned that we can go too far. We can't rewrite history. We have to respect that history, but we do have to move forward, and there has to be at some point an understanding of the history from which we came.
And that is my point precisely.
But we got to be careful. Nobody is seriously talking about taking down the Jefferson Memorial. And these little memes get started because somebody in TV land says, well, where's it going to stop? Or Rush Limbaugh says it, and all of a sudden we're supposedly having this conversation. No, we're not. We're not having this conversation, and nobody is going to suggest these ridiculous things that somebody wants to sell you on. It's just, you know what? If somebody really makes a move to take down the Jefferson Memorial Fort, I will join you and JD.
It's not the Jefferson Memorial, Rick. It's Jefferson Davis. But I understand where you're going with that.
And with that,
I heard somebody say Jefferson Memorial.
With that understanding, there is a Thomas Jefferson and a Jefferson Davis, but regardless of those two historical figures, gentlemen, we thank you both for your insights and a lively discussion of this topic at hand. We'll be right back after this. If you could help reduce the urge to go to the bathroom due to your aging prostate, would you? Of course you would, and now you can with the help of Prostate Revive, the premium dietary supplement for men to deal with concerns of an aging prostate. It was specially formulated by noted medical doctor David Brownstein. Prostate Revive is really about healthy aging. It contains a plant sterol called beta-cytosterol. Combined with 15 other important ingredients, Prostate Revive's exclusive formula helps promote normal prostate function. And that means you can reduce the urge to go and finally get a good night's sleep. Here's how you can try Prostate Revive risk-free. Simply call 877-777-2381 or visit our website, prostaterevive.com right now, and we'll send every new customer a risk-free 30-day trial of Prostate Revive. All you have to do is cover the low cost of shipping and handling at $4.95. This is a $39.95 value, so don't delay. This trial offer requires enrollment in our Smart Ship program. To learn more about this Prostate Revive special offer, call 877-777-2381. That's 877-777-2381, or go to prostaterevive.com right now.